Good afternoon, Reese families. Here's our walkthrough for the week of February 22nd. I'm at Clever, and we now log in with our Google email. So I'm logging in. And as always, it's easiest to just go to Mrs. Wilson's page. I have everything for the kids in one spot. So there's Canvas, and again, here's all these other resources for the kids. If you haven't had it, just ABC Yeah has got a lot of fun games for both reading and math. The kids seem to like those. But here's Canvas. So let's click Canvas. And here's Speaking and Listening. That's what they should have published to them. We are learning about Black History Month this week. So that's the picture. And then here's our Google Classroom. Although I'm going to jump over to Chelsea's view of our Google Classroom. So here's our classwork. And here is our week. Oops, that's already open. Week of February 22nd to February 26th. As always, it is in order of our day. So there's our reading meet for in the morning, our virtual anchor charts with some different information. Again, in the small reading groups, there's a ton of resources in here. We use them in small reading groups, but you and your student are welcome to use them if you just want a little extra practice or to do a little extra with reading. So reading independent work, here's the instructions. Again, we are actually going to be studying Black History Month. So my instructions, of course, we always log into Clever, work on Smarty Ants first, take a brain break. And then here's the passages for each day. So Mondays on Barack Obama, Tuesdays on Rosa Parks, Wednesdays Harriet Tubman, Thursday George Washington Carver, and then Friday is a passage on Maya Angelou and a beginning blends worksheet. Here's the links to Clever, the library, out of sight words. I did this a little differently. There's only two links here. This is the beginning blends worksheet, but I did all of this just in one place. I just have it all 5 pages, so each passage is just in one Google Slides presentation. So there's the article on Barack Obama, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, George Washington Carver, and Maya Angelou. These are all just, comprehension passages, and we will still continue to go over main idea and key details in a text and how we know that. But that's reading for this week, and it should be fun. And we're tying this in Black History Month into our writing lessons and our social studies lessons this week as well. Writing, so that's reading independent work. Writing is a little bit different this week. We are actually going to walk the kids through, kind of teach them how to do a little bit of research on a famous person for Black History Month. I kind of borrowed it from 2nd grade, so let me show you. So again, Black History Month, who am I? And they have this graphic organizer. This is an example of it filled out. So this is Martin Luther King Jr., which isn't one of the one that we've already studied him a great deal, so it's not one of the people that I was going to pick for research. But his name goes here, the date he was born, the day he died, birthplace, significance, which kind of means what they are known for doing. In this case, he was the leader of the civil rights movement. And then we have 2 questions. Two questions here. Why is this person an important figure in history, and what contributions did they make? This example has 2 sentences for each question, and for our kiddos, I'm going to look for 1 sentence on each of those questions. We also have a link here for a place to research the person that they're assigned. And again, I will walk the class through this step by step all week. We're going to work on this. So here is their actual worksheet. So the name of the person is going to go here. Here is the data. I will teach them how to import a picture from the internet to put of their person here, although I'm guessing most of the kids probably already know how to do that. And then here's where we write our text down here, the 2 sentences. So kids have an option. I actually kind of went through some different famous African-American people and kind of assigned everybody a person. However, if they are not comfortable with that, then they are going to just work along with me researching Rosa Parks. So if they want, they can do their own research on the person that I've assigned. If they are not comfortable doing their own research, I'm still going to walk everybody through it. Then they can follow along with me as I do research on Rosa Parks. So again, I will absolutely talk to the kids about this tomorrow, and I think it'll be a fun project for them. I hope so. So we do have this graphic organizer, and then I also added, especially for friends that want to go ahead and do maybe a different person, or they do want to do their own person, this is a different type of a graphic organizer that they may use if they would like to. So this would be just elements of a biography, your name of your person, the day they were born, the day they died, like 3 interesting facts that you learned, and then maybe a lesson that we can learn from them. So that is an option, not mandatory at all. And then at the end of the week, and hopefully the kids will share what they've learned with each other on these slides or on these worksheets. As we go along, I would like them to list 3 things they learned and maybe a question they still have. Like, I learned that, Simone Biles was a gymnast. I learned that Misty Copeland was a prima ballerina. So just about all of the people that we research and learn about this week. We'll do that on Friday. So that'll be fun. And I think we're going to learn an awful lot this week. So there's our friendship groups, recess, lunchtime. Just a reminder, there are actually indoor recess activities in there if you would like to do them. Math small group, our math independent work this week. As always, we log into Clever first and work on our 8-ready math. You can also work on extra math for math fluency. Then our worksheets in order. Monday, it's a skip count by 10 maze. Tuesday, it's making a 10. Wednesday, we're actually going to try practicing 3-digit addition. And let me show you that worksheet because it's broken down again by the place value, which makes it a little bit easier for the kids. So if they can remember like our 1s, our 10s, our 100s, this becomes just adding 2 digits at a time, right? So you're just adding 0 plus 0 here. You're just adding, like this one, 8 plus 1. So they just need to type in the 9. 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 plus 5, is 9. So they just have to look at each place value to add. So this was practice, and then there's a sheet that doesn't quite break it down as much and see if they can still do this type of math. Again, just looking at each place value at a time. Look at 1s and 10s and 100s. If they need, use your whiteboard, use paper. You can draw it out as you're working on these math sheets, whatever helps as they're working on it. I know some of us, if you want to draw your dots, draw your dots. You can just have a piece of paper or your whiteboard. We are actually going to practice some subtraction as well. Ooh, I'm looking at my worksheets. What do I have going on here? I'm supposed to have skip count by 10 maze, which is this one. Make a 10. Ooh, I think I might have to go back and... No, this is the make a 10. There's 6 worksheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yikes, I'll take one of those off before class starts tomorrow. That's not quite right. Goodness, what is Mrs. Wilson doing? Here's the make a 10. This is practicing kind of like the adding 3 1-digit numbers. If you find your 10 first, then it makes it a little bit easier. So if we know that the 3 plus the 7 makes our 10, and then you add the 5, and you know then that it's 15. But we'll go over this as a class. Ooh, I'm glad we're doing this. One of these worksheets does not belong. This is the one that is actually we're going to be working on for subtraction. This actually breaks it down here in our 10s and our 1s. And you're just looking at simply, again, subtracting just from your 1's place first and then just from your 10's place. Again, they can use their whiteboard, paper, whatever. They can draw the dots and cross them out. So like 1 minus 0, or we can use our fingers. 1, and you're not putting any fingers down. What do you have left? 1. Then here, if we have 4 fingers up and we put 3 down, we have 1 left. So we'll go over that as a class. And again, I will go back and fix that. You do not need 6 worksheets this week. You only need 5. Yikes. Anyway, so that's math for this week. Just a bit of practice. And And I have not gone, and I know I need to go in and add some of the different videos, like the Skip Count by 10 song, and I will add that as well. For social studies and science, again, still learning about Black History Month. We have a ReadWorks article on American heroes, and I have a little booklet I put in here about American heroes as well. Tuesday, we read the article on Rosa Parks, and we're going to watch a little video and work on a timeline, which is this right here. And this is just you click and drag the different pictures to the dates. So that will work on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to watch a video on Harriet Tubman. We read that article that day, and then we'll learn a little bit more about the Underground Railroad during social studies. Thursday, we have a worksheet, and we're going to talk about some famous African American inventors. And then Friday, we'll have a video, something on some different African American authors, and I have a poetry sheet. Since Friday we're studying Maya Angelou, and she was a famous poet. I love this poem. This is one of the favorite ones that my kids did when they were in elementary school. They had, we're virtual, they had in class where they did it on this big piece of paper. But you think about, I am quick as a blank, funny as a blank, smart as a, so we'll go over this. I think we did something similar earlier in the year, but it's always fun to do this type of a poem. I am as, that's one of my favorites. So that'll be Friday at the end of our week on Black History Month. So that is actually it for the week. I will go fix the worksheets in math like right now, as a matter of fact. I had to figure out how I can do that. I may have to repost the whole thing. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Bloom's email, just get a hold of me. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. And I'm looking forward to having a great week with everybody. Bye for now.